Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today I'm here to talk to you about buying a used bow versus buying a new one. Okay, so there's a couple big advantages and disadvantages to each one of these, so we're going to keep this short and sweet. The biggest advantage, we're going to talk about each one separately, and what we're going to do is we're going to assume that you are buying the flagship model bow. That's what we're talking about here, is the most expensive bow that manufacturer makes. So we're going to talk about buying a new bow first. The advantages to buying a new bow is you're buying a brand new bow, and you're going to see a lot of similarities between buying a new bow and buying a used bow, as they're going to see a lot of similarities with buying a new or a used car. A lot of similarities between buying a new bow and buying a new car. So the biggest advantage that you're going to have when you buy a new bow is it's a brand new bow. It comes with all the latest technology that bow manufacturer has to offer. It comes with a warranty. It has never been shot, or it's been shot very, very little. Some bow shop will set up a new bow and let some people shoot them, but if you want a brand new one, at least when you came in my shop, I would sell you that one on the shelf that had been tested for, you know, 25 bucks, 30 bucks off, or I'd get you one out of the back that was brand new in the box. So you're buying a brand new bow right off the shelf. It's never been shot or been shot very little. You're getting all of the latest technology in that. You're getting all the bells and whistles, and you're getting the highest quality products that they make, or as far as technology that they make. You're getting the highest quality strings, cams, limbs, riser, grip. You know, you're getting all the bells and whistles as far as it may have some kind of these systems that these companies make. You're getting the best cable slide that they have and things like that. So you're getting the biggest, baddest technology that they have to offer in that brand new bow off the shelf. You're also getting a warranty. So you're going to get a warranty either through the shop, or you're going to get a warranty through both. You're going to get a warranty through the shop as well as a warranty through the manufacturer. I kind of hesitated there because a lot of times the warranty you're getting through the shop is just the warranty that you're going to get through the manufacturer. Say if you bought a new bow from me when I had my shop, you're going to bring it back to me, and all I'm going to do is be the middleman and provide the labor. I'm going to call the company. I'm going to tell them what's went wrong. I'm going to get the parts from them. I'm going to put it all back together for you, fix it all up, and give it to you. They're the ones who are actually honoring the warranty and actually have the warranty, but the shop's going to do the work for you. So you're getting a warranty there. The biggest disadvantage that you're going to run into with buying a new bow is they're expensive and they don't hold their value. Flagship bows run anywhere from, you know, you might be able to pick up one for 800, 900 bucks up to sometimes up to 2,000 bucks. So you're getting a lot of money in a bow, and they do not hold their value. Within a year, a bow is going to lose 40% of its retail value, and it's going to decline steadily from there. I've got a 2016 model bow over here that I picked up used for 300 bucks. So they decline rapidly as far as value goes after you have purchased a new bow. So let's run this down again. The advantages and disadvantages of a new bow. One, you're getting the latest technology. Two, you've got a brand new bow, and I think everybody should go out and buy a brand new something at some point in their life. You have a warranty from the manufacturer, and you have a warranty from the shop. The biggest disadvantage is the price, and that bow is going to lose value very, very quickly. So those are the advantages and disadvantages I see in buying a new bow. So let's talk about a used bow. The biggest advantage that you're going to find buying a used bow is the price of that used bow. A 2019 bow now in 2020, if it was a flagship model bow and it cost $1,000, you could probably go pick it up used for about 600 bucks. So $600, you know, you're gonna buy a bow that's a year old, and it's going to have all of the technology from last year on it. The other big advantage to buying a used bow right now is technology as far as bows go are not making huge leaps like they were 10 years ago, even 8 years ago, even as soon as 5 years ago. We're not seeing huge jumps in cam technology or limb technology or riser technology or overall design technology. We're not seeing a bunch of huge leaps from year to year. My 2016 model bow that over here that I bought for 300 is sitting right next to a 2018 model bow, and there is very little difference in the two bows except for a few minor things. So you're not losing much as far as the big leaps in technology that we used to be seeing. So the advantages are the price, and the technology is not making big leaps and bounds, so you're probably not losing much as far as the technology from buying a brand new bow. The biggest disadvantage, and this is a big one, is it's a used bow. That bow has been taken out, it's been in the weather, it's been shot repeatedly. You've had someone doing what humans do to things, and God knows what to that bow. So you're buying a used bow with no manufacturer's warranty. There are a lot of companies out there that do not have transferable warranties from bow to bow. I think there's a couple, and I think Elite and maybe Obsession have transferable warranties. Maybe New Breed as well. But anyway, majority of the bow companies out there are not going to have a transferable warranty. There may be a few that are. So you're going to buy that bow with no warranty. The other thing is, if you have problems with that bow, depending on the age of that bow, you may have trouble getting parts for that bow. When it comes to buying a used bow, I highly recommend, unless you're someone who has a lot of experience buying, being around bows and buying used bows, I highly recommend you buy those from a reputable shop. If you bought a used bow from my shop or some of the shops that I know, like Bow Freaks up in Mount Vernon, they're going to go over those with a fine-tooth comb when they get them in. Because one, they don't want to purchase a bow that they're going to have to do a bunch of work to, and they don't want to sell a bow that's going to have a bunch of problems. So a reputable shop is going to go over that bow with a fine-tooth comb, and they're going to make sure that there's no problems with that bow. They're going to make sure that if there is a problem with that bow, that's fixed before it goes out the door. So unless you're someone who buys or knows a lot about what to look for when you're buying a used bow, buy from a reputable shop. That way you're getting at least an expert to have to look it over and give it this stamp of approval before it's purchased. You may get a warranty through a shop, and what I would do generally is I would warranty a bow that I sold used as far as labor goes. That's all I would provide. So if you bought a bow from me and you had it for a month and you didn't dry fire it, it just had a defect that somehow came out after you'd had it for a month and you brought it back to me, I would do all the labor to get that bow shooting again, and you would have to purchase the parts. I would even try to find the parts for people most of the time, but you would have to pay for the parts, and I would just provide the labor for free under my shop's warranty. So you may find a few shops out there that have warranties like that, but a lot of times you're not going to find a shop that even offers that kind of warranty with it. So those are the advantages and disadvantages of a used bow. Let's run those down real quick. Again, you're buying a bow at 40% off the price it was last year, maybe even more. You're getting a lot of the same technology that the new flagship bows have. The biggest disadvantage of that bow is it is a used bow. It has been out in the weather. It's been through some stuff. Let's just face it. It has been through some stuff. It has seen some things, and it has a story to tell. So those are the big advantages and big disadvantages with buying a used bow. And again, I want to recommend, if you're not new, or if you're new to archery, go to a shop. If you don't know what to look for when buying a used bow, go to a shop. So when it comes down to it, a lot of people ask me, should I buy a new bow or should I buy a used bow? And it's really dependent upon your situation. I buy a lot of used bows. I have one brand new bow hanging up right now, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bows here. One just went out the door. So had 6 bows here just a minute ago, and one of them was brand new. The rest of them were all used. My situation is unique. I got 25 years or 28 years of experience, doing my own bow work. So I know what to look for. I know how to fix problems, and I have the resources to fix those, at little or no cost other than the parts. So for me, I'm gonna go out and buy a used bow 90% of the time, unless it's a bow for a review. Then I'm going to go out and buy a brand new one. But if I'm buying a bow for myself personally, I'm buying a used bow pretty much hands down every time. If you're new to archery, or if you're not comfortable with buying a used bow, then I definitely suggest a new bow. If you are going to buy a used bow, like I said, buy it from a shop that's reputable, so you're at least getting an expert's opinion that that bow is ready to go. So buying a used bow versus buying a new bow really is dependent upon your situation. If you have the expertise or you have a shop that you trust, I highly recommend buying a used bow. Definitely one way to save money. And let's just face it, bows are ridiculously, stupidly expensive these days. New bows now, you can easily have $2,000 wrapped up in a brand new bow just to go out and kill a deer and get meat that is supposed to be inexpensive, and you're paying a lot of money for it. So you can save a lot of money by buying a used bow. So that's the way I really lean towards. So if you're going to buy a used bow, buy it from a shop. Have a friend, if you know someone who's got experience like I do, get their opinion on it. I have people bring me bows all the time, or people like, hey, will you go with me and look at this bow, or can I bring you a bow to look at before I buy it? And I will gladly do that, because it takes me 5 minutes to look at a bow, and I can offer them, say, yes, this bow is a good quality bow, and yes, I think this bow would suit you and what you need it for. So don't be afraid to even take a used bow. When I had a shop, if someone was buying a bow off of Craigslist or something like that, they could bring it in. I had no problem with people bringing in a bow for me to look at and seeing if it was worth them taking, buying that bow, because I could offer them my opinion. And in the end, if this person became an archer and became really into it, they may buy their next bow from me. When they decide to buy a brand new bow, they may buy it from me. If they need accessories for that bow, they may buy those accessories from me. So don't be afraid to call a shop and see if they'll take a look at a used bow for you. So this kind of turned into how to buy a used bow. So I'm sorry for going off on that tangent, but I definitely, as you can tell, recommend buying a used bow if you take the right precautions when you're buying a new used bow. But if you have the money and you have the desire, like I had a lot of times, go out and buy you a brand new one. Man, there is something about cracking open a brand new box, cutting open that plastic, getting all the stickers and the hat that comes with a free bow, all those stupid things like that. There is something cool about buying a brand new bow. I still remember buying my first brand new in the box bow. It was a Parker Phoenix, and I absolutely was ecstatic that I was able to go out and buy a brand new bow. I mean, I'm smiling now just talking about buying a brand new bow. So those are the advantages and disadvantages I see to buying a new bow versus buying a used bow. I hope this helps you out. Feel free to ask me questions. Comment below if you have questions about a new bow or a used bow. And I answer all the comments that you guys put down below, or I try to. And if you want to, follow me on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram under Ike's Outdoors. The bow that I was talking about earlier, I actually tore that thing completely apart, repainted it, redid the limbs, put new strings on it and all that stuff. And I kind of chronicled that on my Facebook page and my Instagram page through photos. So please follow us there. We're on Instagram, and we are on Facebook under Ike's Outdoors. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos. Appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching.